Our project was to build a 26-metre high barrage and divert water from it into a 42-kilometre canal. The barrage is shown behind me. It's 26 metres high. It has 4 radial gates, 2 sluice gates and an overtopping labyrinth and duckbill weir. The purpose of the barrage was to raise water by 22 metres and to divert it along a canal across a river basin to empty into the HoaDau Tieng reservoir. The HoaDau Tieng reservoir supplies the 64,000 hectare HoaDau Tieng irrigation scheme, which had proved to be short of water. Farmers in the HoaDau Tieng area and the extension areas could only grow rice once a year because of the long dry season. In Vietnam, it's about 6 months of wet season and 6 months of dry season. This meant that their farming capacity was underutilised. A previous project that we'd come to study was found not to be economic. And rather than give bad news to the client, we looked at other opportunities for this water. I found a low area across the river divide to the HoaDau Tieng area. We then carried out a feasibility study that was approved by the Vietnamese government before we started on detailed design. The detailed design of the barrage included hydraulic design, foundation design, gate design, dam design and many other smaller inputs. Construction started with building the barrage in the dry. So the river actually went around the barrage site and the barrage was gradually built up from the foundations to the abutment walls to the intervening walls to installing the gates. I myself was the design coordinator of the structure. Sometime later, the firm was also engaged as construction supervisors of the barrage and also of the canal and the extended irrigation areas. A project eventually was completed in 2011. The legacy of the project was to provide 80,000 farming families with enough water to irrigate rice twice a year instead of once a year, or even 3 times a year. Sometimes the third crop will be groundnuts, which is a pulse that helps to provide fertility to the soil. In addition to providing water for the HoaDau Tieng irrigation scheme, we provided irrigation to a further 30,000 hectares, and we provided 12 QMEX to the city of Ho Chi Minh City. It provided 24 QMEX to the new industrial town of Binh Dung and 5 QMEX to other industrial areas. I myself have spent nearly 30 years working on World Bank and Asian Development Bank and UK, what was then ODA projects, helping people in developing countries to obtain their potential in terms of income and expectancy and to help guide the future. For myself, I've had a very satisfying career and I think many young civil engineers would like a similar experience. So I would urge them to look at opportunities to work on voluntary projects overseas, to work on VSO projects and start gaining experience and different life experiences as part of their career.